Hey zusammen, da sind wir wieder. Beim letzten Mal sind wir erfolgreich in Skyhold angekommen. Wir hatten schon mit ein paar Leuten gesprochen. Ich hatte aber auch gesagt, naja, ihr zum Beispiel, hier kommt man zum Beispiel noch nicht rein. Man müsste quasi noch einmal schlafen. Aber was wir noch machen, ich wollte auf jeden Fall, dass wir noch wegen Cole das machen. Also, dass wir hier, genau, der vergessene Junge. Und, jetzt muss ich mal gucken, genau, hier ist nochmal wegen sprich auf den Wehrgang mit Varric. Genau. Ich glaube, vorher redet man noch mit hier. Kann sein, dass wir dann zum Beispiel das mit dem Quartier freischalten. Und dann könnte man in der Nacht schlafen und dann kann man auch zu den anderen hingehen. Zu Liliana, Solus und Dorian. Die sind jetzt auf der Karte hier in so einem Bereich eingezeichnet. Da kommen wir gerade noch nicht hin. Dann hätten wir einmal mit allen
This
gesprochen.
thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit,
It is a demon.
if you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
I'm not sure how much more complexity I need, Solus.
Indeed, my dear. He may call it whatever he likes, but it is still a threat.
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
Er hat uns ja geholfen, er hat uns ja gewarnt. Er ist ja nicht bösartig und er hat uns sicher auch Sorgen um uns gemacht.
In my studies, demons either possessed something from this world or were summoned and bound. They almost never look like something you'd mistake for a person.
Normally you'd be correct. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
The demons who came through the breach or through the rifts weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
Ich würde erstmal mit ihm reden.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
Glad to see you're settling in, Cole. Here I was worried you'd have trouble making friends.
Every breath slower. Like lying in a warm bath. Sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain. Dry. Scraping. Thirsty. Here.
Thank
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes? I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt, the helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
You say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
His body is failing.
He could recover, or the healers could find another way to help him.
How do you know?
I don't, and neither do you. That's part of life.
Try. I want to stay.
Inquisitor, is there something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
Do we have many injured men?
Fewer by the day. The most grievously injured did not survive the journey to Skyhold. As for the rest, they either heal or... I try to make the passing painless.
I haven't seen you before.
The commander brought me up from the refugee camps. I'd been helping the pilgrims in simple ways, setting broken bones, simple amputations and such. We need all the help we can get.
You aren't a mage. Shouldn't we let the mage healers deal with this?
Magic can't cure everything, and we shouldn't rely on it. Science, your worship, is the way of the future. Good health isn't magic, it's diet, exercise, and a balance of the humors.
As you were.
Your worship.
Ja, ich will erstmal Cole unter Beobachtung lassen.
At your service.
Is there anything I should know?
I'd gotten used to mages disliking me on principle. Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly traditional.
Hä? Okay. Ich glaube, ich habe die nicht immer sofort angesprochen.
I've never disliked you on principle.
Ach so,
Oh, thank you.
das stimmt. Man hatte sich kurz in der Wolle.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
Roderick was sorry before he died.
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying. The herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple, pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith. And I fought her. Make her forgive me. I hope I did enough. He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
I'd like to talk with you about Templars.
They're heavy with forgotten songs, like Varric. Some of them are too loud. It's hard to stay near them. Cullen is softer, but demons asked questions that hurt him. Evangeline was kinder. I want to explain, but Reese's mother spoke to spirits, but not to him. Then she died for a Templar he loved. Words just bounce off the edges.
What's your general opinion of Templars?
Some like hurting mages. It makes them happy, or less afraid, or dreams again. Woke up shaking, stalking the ground for one who looks like her. Always some rule being broken. But not all Templars listen when whispers crawl around inside them. They try to protect people, like Cullen. The good ones remember that mages are people.
Ich glaube, er mochte Cullen, wenn ich mich recht erinnere. Also später dann auch, glaube wegen seiner Art. Ich hatte mir jetzt auch für ein Steam Deck hatte ich mir jetzt auch ein paar Mods gezogen für Inquisition. Das ist ja mal an der Konsole ein bisschen schwieriger oder bis unmöglich. Gibt ja keine. Wahrscheinlich gibt es eine Möglichkeit, aber keine Ahnung. Und da hatte ich dann halt so ein paar Frisuren einfach, bei die mir nicht so gefallen für die Frauen. Beziehungsweise hatte ich dann doch so ein paar andere vorgefertigte Klamotten, die wir auch demnächst sehen, abändern lassen, weil die mir auch vom Stil nicht so gefallen hatten. Und halt für eine Szene hatte ich was, dass deine Figur was anderes trägt. Das kann ich dann mal noch sagen, wenn es soweit ist. Ja, aber jetzt keine großartigen Veränderungen, wirklich nur kosmetisch wieder.
Can you tell me more about how the Red Templars are different?
The red lyrium is different, darker, daggers under the skin. It eats you inside until you're nothing. They hear a different song. The song behind the door old whispers want opened. They are dead and dark and done.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Okay, ich würde sagen, wir gucken kurz zu Josephine. Ich hoffe, dass dann das Zimmer freigeschalten wird und dann können wir zumindest dann noch die anderen besuchen. Aber hier ist doch alles zu. Ich war aber auch noch gar nicht wir waren ja beim Schmied, aber ich habe jetzt nicht noch irgendwas herstellen lassen oder so. Das mache ich vielleicht nach der Aufnahme wieder. Genau, manchmal habe ich mich auch nur manchmal habe ich mich auch verlaufen, das gehe ich auch zu. Am Anfang vor allen Dingen viel.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death.
The court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Don't worry, Josephine. We'll protect the Empress no matter what.
I pray you're right. If your vision of the future comes to pass, the death of the Empress heralds the destruction of everything. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
A grand masquerade? I need to go shopping.
We don't have enough sway with the court to arrange an invitation. Perhaps a few more alliances.
Or soldiers.
We need a greater presence in Orlais. And soon.
Genau, um das halt weiterzumachen, dann, also quasi diese Maskenball, braucht man dann, glaube ich, 40 Macht oder so. Die verdient man sich dann schon relativ gut zusammen, so ist es nicht. Aber ich fand immer so, der Maskenball, noch 2 andere Punkte, das waren immer so ein bisschen so die Headliner von der Geschichte, so die großen Punkte, wo man sagt, okay, wenn ich das gemacht habe, bald kommt nicht mehr so viel. Es kommt immer noch super viel, aber ich habe die Maskenball beim ersten Mal sehr lange hinausgezögert, wirklich sehr lange.
I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone we are precisely what Thedas requires. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
After that battle with Corypheus, how could anyone not feel perfectly safe?
I can't stop dwelling on the day he attacked our camp. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure they'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
You don't have to be so formal just because I'm Inquisitor now, Josephine.
Our allies and guests should see you treated with every courtesy, Inquisitor, especially considering the newness of your office. Fortunately, after your courage at Haven, it's no difficult task to do so. Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
The anchor's nothing more special than a misfired spell.
At least you had the good fortune to take it from Corypheus. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
It's not pain. It's more like my nerves go on fire.
It sounds most unpleasant. A situation requires your attention, Inquisitor. Noble Chantry loyalists in the city of Jadar are spreading accusations that you're responsible for the Divine's death. They're unusually organized. I recommend we send people to Jadar to deal with the matter.
Will anyone even believe me if I claim I didn't kill the Divine?
Perhaps if they learn about your heroics. We should emphasize how you stopped the breach devouring the sky. Even in Jadar, it may win you a few admirers.
What does the nobility gain by saying I murdered Justinia?
A scapegoat to begin with, but I wonder if the Grand Clerics are at work. Those immediately eligible to be divine died at the Conclave. The ones remaining were not as favored. They may look upon you as a rival for influence.
Sending soldiers to patrol the area might make people think twice about slandering me.
A daring move, but one that will show the world we have military might behind us. Good day to you.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
So, ich glaube, das ist noch nicht weggeräumt. Ich gucke noch mal ganz kurz. Ich glaube, liegt immer noch. Ja. Dann gehen wir mal ganz kurz Richtung. Ja, da gehen wir kurz in den Ratsraum. Kann sein, dass wir es in den Ratsraum machen müssen. Und dass sich dann hier alles ein bisschen aufräumt. Oh nee, der Bonus, der wird doch so schlecht. bin doch noch nie abgeworfen worden. Ich mach mal... So. Genau, also was ist das? Laut unserer Spiele haben mehrere Reisende die...
How are the rescue efforts? Have they found anyone alive?
Excavation is slow, as you can imagine.
Okay, das können wir ja mal freischalten lassen. Ist ja nur freischalten. Wir haben... Ach ja, jetzt weiß ich wieder, was Westgrade ist. Ja. Wir haben wie befohlen einen Brückenkopf in den Westgraden errichtet. Wir hatten auch schon eine Scharmütze mit dem Venatori, aber keine Verluste. Bitte dennoch Verstärkung. Der Begriff verfluchte Wüste beschreibt die Gegend hier nicht annähernd. Okay. Ich will echt gucken. Pflicht oder Wahrheit. Es wäre mir eine Ehre, eure Einladung anzunehmen. Ich werde Arrangements treffen, um der Inquisition alsbald einen Besuch abzustatten. Bin ich doch äußerst neugierig darauf, eure Organisation mit eigenen Augen zu erleben. Okay, das haben wir noch fertig. Die oberste Klerikerin hat sich zwar anfänglich überaus ereifert, doch ich denke, die dauerhafte Präsenz von Soldaten der Inquisition vor den Toren der großen Kathedrale dürfte Erinnerung genug sein, um die anderen Klerikerinnen zur Besonnenheit zu ermahnen. Es gibt weiterhin leichtes Gemurre, doch die eigentliche Gefahr scheint gebannt zu sein. Sie beschäftigen sich jetzt mit anderen Fragen. Ach so, klingt doch gut. Gut, und ich glaube, haben wir drüben nicht noch was oder gar nicht? Jetzt haben wir so viel. Ich überlege auch gerade, mal gucken, wo es in das Hauptstory hergeht. Ja, das ist jetzt... Was ist denn das? Muss mal gucken. Das weiß ich mit den Scherben, das weiß ich auch. Hier bin ich kurz... Was könnte das sein? Naja, ich glaube, ich habe eine Vermutung, aber manchmal... Ach genau, jetzt sind noch die Ressourcen. Das mache ich mal noch nicht. Das brauchen wir jetzt erstmal nicht. Was haben wir denn hier noch? Das ist abgeschlossen, verfügbar. Auf Grundlage der in Haven gewonnenen Erkenntnis, dass die Venatori-Spione für eine dunkle Brut, mutmaßlich die Magister Corypheus, arbeiten, ist es von nun an von entscheidender Bedeutung, die Bedrohung durch mögliche Venatori einzuschätzen. Herzog Thedas Pendergast herrscht über die nevaranische Stadt Jägersturz. Als ehemaliger Kriegsheld, der sich selbst einer aufgeschlossenen Haltung rühmt, herrscht Herzog Thedas mit Hilfe eines geheimen Netzwerks alter Freundinnen und möglicher Geliebter aus seinen Abenteuertagen, die alle wunderschöne Frauen sein sollen. Genauere Informationen über die 5 Grazien von Jägerschutz sind rar, aber ohne ihn finden sich Menschen aus Orley und Ferelden, eine Elfin, eine Zwergin und sogar ein Telvashot, ihre bekannten oder vermuteten Vorgängerinnen. Okay, wir sind okay. Okay. Das ist eine der 5 Grazien. Okay. Okay, machen wir mal sie.
At your service.
Emissäre der Inquisition haben in Nevada ein mögliches Problem aufgedeckt. Ein Magier aus Tevinter namens Virelius, im Gefolge von König Marcus, genießt eine für einen neuen Berater ungewöhnliche Aufmerksamkeit, zumal es Hinweise gibt, dass Virelius ein Venatori ist. Hätten die Venatori den nevaranischen König in ihrer Gewalt, würde sich die Macht des Kultes deutlich vergrößern. Okay.
All right.
Das Videodinge können wir noch nicht machen. Das ist der Ball 30 macht. Okay, ich war irgendwie 40. Kann aber auch sein, bin ich mir nicht sicher, ob es vielleicht 40 war, als ich normal gespielt habe. Wir spielen ja Casual. Also wieder was wir freischalten können. Das aktiviere ich mal, weil das dann eh auf der Karte erscheint. Das kann man noch, oh ja, Emprise de Lyon, das war auch so ein Gebiet, da war ich auch nicht so gerne, gebe ich echt zu. Die Smaragdgräber können wir mal noch freischalten. Was mit die Ressourcen? Ja, eins haben wir ja noch, was wir machen können. Da brauchen wir auch noch was. Ich glaube, das ist immer Katastrophe in tiefen Wegen, müsste der DLC sein. Ich glaube, das machen wir dann am Ende irgendwann mal separat. Mache ich das vielleicht mal als Aufnahme. So. Aufarbeitung des Magieraufstandes. Fiona, wir haben versucht, alle zu informieren, aber einige Zellen waren einfach zu weit weg. Wir werden die Inquisition brauchen, um Kontakt mit ihnen aufzunehmen. Sie sollten wenigstens wissen, dass die Templer weg sind, oder, Ole? Ich könnte einige Spione mit einem Magier aus Rückruf entsenden. Yep.
Let's see what we have.
Gut, wir haben viele neue Sachen, die machen können. Und jetzt gucke ich mal, ob jetzt endlich irgendwie ich in meine Gemächer gehen kann, damit hier ein bisschen aufgeräumt wird. Guten Tag. Nee, immer noch nicht. Okay. Was kann ich noch machen? Gut, dann gehen wir hier hin, aus der Asche. Ich kann mich also... Ja, ich habe das Spiel oft gespielt, aber ich kann mir jetzt auch nicht immer an jeden einzelnen Ablauf immer erinnern. Oh, man kommt doch hier lang. Oha, okay. Gut, dann war es meine Schuld. Ich dachte, ich komme nicht hier lang. Aber ich glaube... Ja, da geht's doch nicht weiter.
So much room.
Okay. Was cool ist, irgendwann sieht noch später das Maltier. So ein bisschen die Hauptereignisse von unserer Reise. Das ist eigentlich ganz cool gemacht.
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You're taking over the duties of Maeve?
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
Das meine ich ja. Also, es hätte auch sein können, dass wir zum Beispiel Maeve, ich glaube, die konnte man nochmal nicht retten. Hier, wo wir noch im Dorf waren, und die werden halt ersetzt und es wird nie wieder drüber gesprochen. Man ist kurz traurig, dass die Leute, die man nicht gerettet hat, tot sind, aber die werden dann ersetzt.
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
You were made tranquil.
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
As you were?
Yes, Inquisitor.
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes? I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
You rebelled for good reason.
I knew you, of all people, would understand. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
You were once a Grey Warden.
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a Warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a Warden.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi. But I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
You're not still the Grand Enchanter then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the Circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the Circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
Most are pleased with the alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
I'll leave you to it.
Before you go, Inquisitor, a question. In Redcliffe, after we left, did you perhaps speak with King Alistair? Considering who you are?
He wasn't in the mood to talk.
It's just that I knew his father, Marek, back when I was a warden.
Ja. Finde ich immer toll, wenn die solche Sachen, weil ich das ja im Buch gelesen hatte und ja, natürlich kannte sie seinen Vater. Da sie eine Grauwächterin war und Marek die Grauen Wächter quasi zurückgebracht hatte. Was macht man denn? Ich könnte euch vorstellen. Ja, weiß ich nicht, ihr müsst mal mit mir sprechen. Ich scheine Interesse zu haben, mit ihm zu reden.
You want me to smooth things over with him? Introduce you?
No, it's too late for that. I only wanted to know if he was happy. His father had such hopes for him. Don't mind me, Inquisitor. The concerns of an old woman. Nothing more.
Oh.
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
I'll leave you to it.
Ja, also ich sag mal kurz so, wer jetzt noch die Bücher lesen will oder die vorherigen Spiele, der kann ja kurz weghören. Ich lasse da meinen Charakter kurz springen, wenn wir nicht mehr spoilern. Deswegen habt ihr jetzt kurz Zeit. 3, 2, 1. Also ja, Fiona ist die Mutter von Alistair und Alistair kann ja entweder im ersten Teil quasi König werden oder halt grauer Wächter kannst du ja eh nicht wegnehmen, aber er kann sich entscheiden, oder eher du, wird er der König oder bleibt er bei den grauen Wächtern halt aktiv. Und er ist halt quasi ein Bastardsohn von Fiona und Marek, also König Marek. Und die hatten eigentlich die Hoffnung, naja, dass es ihm besser ergeht, wenn niemand weiß, dass er der Sohn von Marek ist. Ich kann jetzt nicht sagen, ob es ihm besser geht. Ich meine, am Ende, jetzt was ich so aus den Büchern nicht, aber aus dem ersten Teil, hat halt keine Mutter und keinen Vater gehabt, ne? Also ich weiß nicht, ob das besser war. Das Einzige, was er halt wusste, ja, dass Marek sein Vater war, aber naja, als Bastard hat er jetzt auch nicht so die Erwartungen gehabt. Er hatte ja auch noch einen Bruder, der älter war und wusste auch, dass er dann König werden sollte. Deswegen weiß ich nicht, ob es ihm wirklich dadurch besser erging. Zumindest hatten Fiona und Marek es erhofft, wenn niemand weiß, wer Alistair ist und er nicht die Würde der Krone hat, so wie es ja Marek hatte. Also wenn man die Bücher liest, merkt man stark, dass Marek ja die Bürde der Krone hatte. Und ich fand immer, dass Alistair sehr nach seinem Vater kam. Also ich fand immer, dass die sich vom Charakter her sehr ähnlich waren, weil Alistair eigentlich auch nicht König werden will. Und auch später so, was man in den Büchern liest, ja, auch der andere Sohn hatte ich auch nie das. Ich glaube, der wollte ein Held sein, heroisch, aber ich fand ihn auch ein bisschen zu kindlich, wie halt, Marek war nicht kindlich, aber Alistair auch ein bisschen. Ob die wirklich so richtig fürs Königsein gemacht werden, kann ich nicht sagen. Die waren halt auch ein bisschen, ja, die wollten schon kämpfen, wollten auch Helden sein, aber zur Krone gehörte noch ein bisschen mehr. Ja, deswegen, ich fand es immer sehr schade, dass Alistair sie nie trifft, also nicht so als Mutter. Also er denkt auch, sie ist tot, zum Beispiel. Das ist halt auch sehr schade und ja, ich glaube, wenn man nicht, also für hier hatte ich ja gemacht, dass er König ist. Aber ich weiß gar nicht, ob die sich treffen, wenn er nicht König ist, ja.
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
Ich würde eigentlich springen.
I'll leave you to it.
So. Gut, dann verstreut man noch mit Dorian.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
Ich war wirklich kurz abgelenkt.
I was distracted. That's all.
Distracted? By my wit and charm? I have plenty of both.
Ja, der ist sehr selbstbewusst.
How interesting to find someone so aware of his strengths.
I'm a man of many talents. What can I say? I always assumed the elder one behind the Venatori was a magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales.
Scheinbar
But
doch
here
nicht.
we are. One of those very magisters, a dark spawn.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
Why does that make you angry?
Because the Imperium is my home. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
Last I checked, the Blights hadn't actually destroyed the world.
Not for lack of trying. If they were more clever,
they'd have unleashed something that would really do the job. No one will thank me, whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
We don't know what will happen. Nobody does.
An optimist! Such a rare breed. I've stumbled upon a unicorn. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world. Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way. So I take it you're Dalish? Is that the correct word here?
Yes, that's right.
We don't have Dalish clans coming northward, for obvious reasons. So I've never met one of your people before, although I've heard about them. Little. I hope this won't be an issue between us. I am here to help you deal with the Venatori, after all.
There's no need for us to dredge up the past, is there?
More than it's already been. What with ancient magisters running about. Not at all.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Ah, yes. Everyone outside the Imperium always seems quite fascinated by it. Probably why they come up with so many ridiculous tales. Flying cows over Minrathous. That's madness. All right, that one's actually true, but the cows didn't have wings. I digress. Anything in particular you wanted to know?
Corypheus is a figure out of Tevinter history. He was a magister.
Yes, but that was a different time. The Imperium's power was at its peak then. The Civil War had ended. The Magisterium was united, its armies scooping up bits of Thedas like candy. The Magisters who entered the Black City. It was a demonstration of how exceptional Tevinter had become.
But who were they?
No one knows. There's no record of a Magister named Corypheus. All this happened 1400 years ago, before the Blight nearly wiped us out. There are no records. Today, people half believe it's all just a story. That's what I believed.
We have evidence the story is very much real.
But not who Corypheus is, if he even remembers. There used to be families who claimed some of those Magisters as their own. That stopped when the Chantry appeared. Then it was shameful, and the families distanced themselves from the tale. All we know is that some men and women entered the Black City looking for the old gods. What did they find? According to Corypheus, nothing. And only he could tell us more.
Just how often is blood magic used there?
Oh, not at all.
Not at all.
That's what any Magister would tell you. They'd be convincingly offended by the notion too. Of course, what people call blood magic here, and what we consider blood magic are two different things.
What's considered actual blood magic in Tevinter?
Blood magic isn't inherently dangerous. Using your own blood or that of a willing participant, what's the harm? The problem is that what's permitted only gets you so much power. And what if you need more? You always need more. That's where we get into sacrifices and demon summoning. None of that is done. Not officially. Behind closed doors, it's a different story. Real blood magic can give you an edge, a leg up against your opponents. It's safe to assume that any mage of rank does it. The rest are quietly shut out of power, to put it bluntly.
You'd think the Templars would object.
I imagine they did, long ago. Once, their investigations might have been sincere. Then their balls were cut off. Too inconvenient. Nowadays, only the friendless are accused. And most of them probably innocent.
There must be some mages who oppose this.
Of course. I do. And I'm not entirely alone. Occasionally, there'll be a Magister who makes noise. And then the reform talk begins. All very patriotic. Meanwhile, that Magister will be quietly shunned. Chances are, surprise, it's learned he was a Maleficar all along. Most learn to keep quiet. Me? I enjoy the allure of pariahhood.
Anyone who talks about the Imperium mentions slavery. It's the center of the slave trade.
Ah. That is true.
And did you have slaves?
Not personally, but my family does and treats them well. Honestly, I never thought much about it until I came south. Back home, it's how it is. Slaves are everywhere. You don't question it. I'm not even certain many slaves do.
You think slaves like it that way? Don't be ridiculous.
I didn't say they like it. It's all most of them know. In the south, you have alienages, slums, both human and elven. The desperate have no way out. Back home, a poor man can sell himself. As a slave, he could have a position of respect, comfort, and could even support a family. Some slaves are treated poorly, it's true. But do you honestly think inescapable poverty is better?
Is that what you call it? Treated poorly?
Abuse heaped upon those without power isn't limited to Tevinter, my friend. I don't know what it's like to be a slave, true. I never thought about it until I saw how different it was here. But I suspect you don't know either. Nor should you believe that every tale of Tevinter excess is the norm.
There's an Imperial chantry, isn't there? With its own divine.
You people aren't supposed to talk about the Black Divine, are you? If you mention him outside the Imperium, people make that face, like you're urinating in public. But yes, we do have the chantry, or a version of it. Night and day comparing it to yours.
Is the Imperial chantry so different from ours?
Not in theory. The main difference is in the whole magic is meant to serve man, not rule over him business. Back home, ruling the unwashed masses is serving them, for the good of the Imperium. Perhaps it started with good intentions, but these days it's academic. The circles are in command.
There are circles of magi in the Imperium.
We don't have dismal little mage prisons, if that's what you mean. They're academies, prestigious ones. We have Templars as well, but they don't cancel spells or whatever your Templars do. They're soldiers.
They don't use lyrium.
Ha! As if there'd be any left for them. They watch for abuse of magic, yes, but only those who are weak or who fall out of favor get dealt with. Mostly they enforce the Magisterium's edicts. The Chantry smiles and nods from the sidelines.
Do you really call him the Black Divine?
We don't call him that, oh no. In the Imperium, he's the true divine. The woman sitting on the Sunburst throne is some backwater pretender. It all stems from a disagreement over Andraste. Marvelous, isn't it?
Why would they disagree over Andraste?
It's not my field of expertise, but the Imperium believes Andraste was a mortal woman, a mage. Down south, they say, no, she's the bride of the Maker, ascended to his side, divine provenance, a blah blah blah. We feel better believing Andraste was one of us. Makes executing her less damning, you see. So we elected a man as divine, the South declared war, and we've been feuding cousins ever since.
So, the Imperial Divine is always a man?
All the better to distinguish him from that other one, yes. Don't think there aren't a number of female magisters who bristle at that. Why can't they be divine after all? Same reason you never see a man on the Sunburst throne. Because that's how it's always been done. Excellent reasoning.
Do you consider yourself Andrastian?
The big question. It might surprise you that I do consider myself Andrastian. I simply do not believe in the Chantry. It is a relic, whether back home or here in the south. Something from a bygone age desperately clinging to relevance. It's not an opinion that makes me popular.
I'm not surprised. It's not an opinion you should share.
You did ask, if you'll recall. I'll say this. I may not believe in the Chantry, but I believe in you.
In me?
That the Maker sent you, whether through Andraste or fate. Cassandra is not wrong. You saw that in the future, without you, Corypheus prevails. You are our bulwark against evil.
That's true. I feel the same.
My, someone's full of themselves, aren't they?
I was just agreeing with you.
Don't agree on my account. A little doubt wouldn't harm the Herald of Andraste. Me? I've seen too much to believe I know everything. The world is bigger than I. Even bigger than you. It laughs at all the things we think we know. The Maker doesn't need me to believe. But I do. The thought of no one at all watching out for us is too frightening.
Let me ask you something else.
So many questions.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
I should go.
As you wish.
Sister Leliana will want access to the birds. Get the cages up here. Quickly.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
More likely, they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway.
You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We're better than Corypheus.
Your open support for the mages likely earned you enemies. Our agents will monitor the situation. If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage.
You're always looking for some way to benefit, aren't you?
It's what I'm here for. Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages.
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in Haven. I am much better now. Justinia was such a dear friend, and there were so many things going wrong.
Things going wrong? I'm shocked.
I was there when the hero of Ferelden defeated the Archdemon. We won
Das
the
war
day,
ich.
and I thought the Maker smiled on me. When the Divine requested my help, I went to her. I owed her that much. I sacrificed so much to do the Maker's work. But now, Justinia is dead. I was angry. I felt betrayed. But I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You were grieving and upset. I understand.
Thank you. Now enough of this. Let us think more pleasant thoughts.
Anything I should know?
It seems that the Orlesian army is awaiting our next move. Some of the generals are sympathetic to our cause, others are still suspicious. Our actions are under a great deal of scrutiny.
I'll leave you to your work.
Gut, in der nächsten Folge gehen wir noch nach unten, reden mit Solas. Mir ist jetzt auch eingefallen, wenn ich mit Solas rede, dann wird doch das mein Gemach freigeschalten. Genau. Das machen wir bei der nächsten Folge. Und dann gucken wir auch noch zu Varric. Wir das mit dem Besucher machen. Und dann geht's wahrscheinlich wieder Schlag auf Schlag weiter. Dann bis zur nächsten Folge. Tschüss.